Hey, what's happening, everybody? It's your old pal, Mr. Butter. Today I want to get into a pair of Dunk Lows that caught my eye on GOAT. I put an offer out for 120 bucks and it got accepted. These are set to drop, I think, in the middle of December, but I got them early and I want to take a look at them with y'all. If you're into kicks and you feel like hanging out, then hit that subscribe button. Let's take a look at these Mineral Slate Armory Navy Dunk Low Premiums. Alright, so like usual, there's really nothing to go over with the box, just a standard Nike box. The tag reads Nike Dunk Low Retro Premium, and the colors are Mineral Slate Armory Navy. This is a size 10, and like I said, I had an offer for 120 that got accepted on GOAT. They already dropped overseas, but haven't dropped in the US yet, but I think they're coming to sneakers the middle of December for $120. And there they are, the Mineral Slate Dunk Low Premiums. I really love the colors on these. That's what drew my attention to them, and also the fact that they were labeled as a premium. It really just made me think like, oh man, if they look this nice, if the colors are that good and it's a Dunk Low Premium, they definitely caught my attention. I do have to admit though, this top leather that we have for like all the overlays, it's really nice and soft, has a really nice texture. But this base, I think this base leather is a synthetic material. So I was a little bummed out about that, because typically whenever I get Dunk Low Premiums, they're usually really good materials. But if they're starting to give us synthetic leather on what they coin a premium, then that's not a good sign. I'm not liking that at all. I'm not against using synthetic leather. I know that it helps keep costs down and that sort of thing. I rock mids, I rock GR dunks and everything, so it's not like that's an immediate turnoff for me. I was just surprised that there is synthetic leather on these shoes and they're still labeling them as a premium. One thing that I noticed pretty quick was that the outsole was actually black. I was thinking from the pictures that the outsole was the same as this dark blue, this Armory Navy color, but it's actually black, as well as this tab here on the heel. That's a black color. And I think that the tag on the tongue is also a black color. So I thought that was kind of interesting, just that they threw little hits of black in there just to kind of break up all this other dark color. They did come with Armory Navy flat laces in the shoes already. They didn't come with any spares, but I do think that white or black would look pretty decent in there. Getting into the review, you can see we've got a standard Dunk Low tread pattern and a nice black color. We've got Nike branding at the midfoot, pivot points there at the front, but it's a very familiar tread pattern, very close to the Jordan 1. And then as you come up the side, you can see that that black outsole meets a bright white midsole with bright white stitching. And aside from being a little bit bummed that that base leather was synthetic, I do have to admit, these do look really clean to me. There's a little bit of glue on the upper near the midsole in some areas, but it's not like a whole lot. And a lot of it too would probably wipe off if you really tried. But then coming to the upper, here on the mudguard, you can see that all the overlays are this Armory Navy color. And it's got a really nice texture. It really feels good. It gets those nice little ripples whenever you press on it. And it's a very soft material, but it's still like a really thick cut. And I do think that all these overlays, like where you see the swoosh and everything, I do think that that Armory Navy is a premium material. So I do think that they could call that premium, but the base of the shoe definitely doesn't have a premium feel. You get this really nice soft leather for the mudguard, going up the eye stays, the swoosh, and then wrapping around the base of the heel. And like I mentioned before, up here by the heel tab, this is actually black smooth leather. And then for the base of the shoe here on the toe box, you can see those classic perforations, and I'm guessing that's the Mineral Slate color, but you can see that there on the toe box and on the side panels. and there's no texture to that really. It definitely has a synthetic feel. And then there on the heel, you can see some more of that mineral slate with those classic rows of stitching. So the tongue is mineral slate, but along the edges, it's that Armory navy. And then, like I mentioned, the tag is black, but it's got mineral slate Nike branding there on it. Looks like the sock liner is Armory navy, but then the insole is black, and it has some Nike branding down there on it. But overall, I think these are a really, really clean looking pair of shoes. I wish that that base leather was softer and not so synthetic feeling, because I do worry it probably would crease pretty bad before long at all. And usually with a premium, I'm expecting to get good material for the whole shoe, not just premium overlay. Hopefully it's not a sign that we're going to start getting a whole bunch of synthetic dunks that Nike's going to call premiums, because I don't think that's the case. These are better than normal, but I wouldn't call these premium by any means. I do think they look good, and at 120 bucks, I think it's a good pickup, but let me know what you all think. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out.